Do not consume the souls. As the name implies, one of the main themes of Demon Souls is the fact that we are the slayer of demons. We kill demons and we obtain their souls. There are many different demons and in turn they have many different souls. In the lore of the game, these souls have tremendous power, and if you collect enough of them, you will acquire the attention of the old one. But we're not here for the lore. We are here to understand the advantages that we can get from each and every demon soul in the game. Demon souls can be consumed to get a large amount of souls that can be used to level up or to buy different weapons and items. But, like I said, do not consume the souls. Demon souls have many other uses that are much better than getting a handful of souls. They can be used to acquire spells, miracles, weapons, and a few of them have some special uses that can make your character that much stronger. In this guide, my objective is for you to have all of the information required in order to make an informed decision and plan your build and playthrough so that you do not miss anything that you would regret. We are going to go through each NPC that is needed in order to draw out the true strength of the Demon Souls. We will review each Demon Soul one by one so that you can see exactly what you can get out of it. And finally, at the end, I will be summarizing all of the information and giving you a few conclusions that you need to keep in mind in order to make sure that your build and your playthrough is as efficient as possible. To make this easier on everyone, I have added timestamps in the description of this video. This will make it easier to navigate the video and will allow you to skip directly to the information that you need. Also, we will be talking a lot about boss weapons. These are special weapons that can only be acquired using the boss souls that we are going to review. If you need details on the exact conditions needed to create these weapons, there will be a link in the description of this video with a guide on the location of every single unique weapon, including all boss weapons. If you're specifically interested in the weapons, please check it out. On the other hand, if you're here for the full experience, then prepare yourself and let's get started. Please allow me to introduce you to Yuria the Witch, Sage Freke, Saint Urbain, and Blacksmith Ed. These are the NPCs that we will need in order to take full advantage of each of the Demon Souls. Each and every one of these NPCs are scattered throughout the different worlds of Voletaria. Yuria, Freke, and Saint Urbain are kidnapped, jailed, and trapped, respectively. You will have to free them in order for them to be able to go to the Nexus and offer their services. Then there is Blacksmith Ed, a hot-blooded, half-scaled blacksmith who will never abandon his forge. Once you find his location, you will need to go to him every time that you need his services. Naturally, the next step is to find them and acquire their assistance. Let's start with Sage Freke. He is imprisoned in the 3rd floor of Area 3-1 Prison of Hope, and you require a special key to get him out. This key can be found further into the level. It is located behind the worshipper that is casting a spell to revive the Fool's Idol during the boss fight. Once you have the key, return to Freke's cell and open the door. He will thank you for freeing him and let you know that he will be going to the Nexus. The next time that you return to the Nexus, you will find them ready to assist you with spells. And speaking of spells, there are a few forbidden techniques that Freke cannot teach you. These prohibited techniques require a witch, so we have to search for Yuria. She is in Area 1-3, the Inner Ward. First, proceed through the level normally until you get to the fat official that is next to the 3 crossbow soldiers. Kill him and he will drop the Iron Key Ring. Now, go back to the 1-3 Inner Ward Archstone and turn around. Kill the first blue knight that will charge you and unlock the door to the right. Head into the prison and kill the fat official here. Pick up the bloody key from his corpse. Finally, take this key back to the Inner Ward Archstone. At the beginning of Area 1-3, head to the alley on the right of the fountain and unlock the iron door. Follow through the houses and the bridge to find yourself in a tower. In this tower, there is a staircase that is out of your reach. You will need to equip the full set of Fat Official clothing, legs, gloves, coat, and hat. Once you do so, you will be disguised and the Fat Official up top will lower the stairs for you. Go up and kill him. Afterwards, remove the Fat Official clothing and speak to Yuria. She will thank you for rescuing her and let you know that she has enough strength to go to the Nexus. Next time you are there, she will be ready to teach you. When it comes to miracles, our man is Saint Urbain. He is located in Area 4-2, the Ritual Path. Proceed through the level, killing the first Necromancer, and head to the back of the room where Patches kicks you into the hole. In this pit, you will find Saint Urbain. He will explain that he is trapped and unable to leave because of a black phantom blocking his way. Defeat the phantom and speak to Saint Urbain once again. He will thank God for putting you in his path to salvation and let you know that he will be able to make it to the Nexus. Next time you are there, he will be prepared to give you some top-tier miracles. The final member of this team is Blacksmith Ed. To unlock Ed, we need to find him. He is located in Area 2-1, the Smithing Grounds. Proceed through the level as normal until you reach a point where there are some mob enemies with molten tip spears. You will notice that there is a fog door on the left. Behind these enemies, there are carts and crates blocking a tunnel entrance. Kill the enemies, roll through the debris, and cross the tunnel. Turn right and, at the end, you will find a switch. Activate it and the elevator to your left will begin to operate. This elevator functions as a shortcut from the beginning of the area, but if you ride it all the way down, you will reach Ed's smithy. He will craft for us every single unique weapon that is a boss weapon. For this, we need to give him the Searing Demon Soul. This is the soul that we get after we defeat the Flamelurker, the boss of Area 2-2, Tunnel City. Once he has this Demon Soul, he will create all boss weapons for us. With the full team of NPCs assembled and ready to assist, the next step is to review each and every Demon Soul in the game and what we can do with them. Each Demon Soul will be presented in alphabetical order, using the name as it appears in Demon Souls Remake. Remember, use the timestamps in the description of this video if you are looking for a specific Demon Soul. Let's begin. A colorless Demon Soul is the soul of a primeval demon. It grants the holder a large number of souls, or it can be made into spells, miracles, and weapons. You can obtain this type of soul from primeval demons. That said, there are other conditions to obtain them too. If you need the locations of all of the colorless Demon Souls in the game, please check the description of this video. There will be a link for a guide to each location. If you consume this soul, you will get 5,000 souls. Alternatively, you can trade this soul with Saint Urbain to get the miracle Recovery. Finally, colorless Demon Souls are materials used to upgrade special unique weapons with Blacksmith Ed. The weapons that need colorless Demon Souls to be upgraded are, in alphabetical order, the following: Adjudicator's Shield, Baby Snail, Blind, Bram, Dark Silver Shield, Dragon Bone Smasher, Epi Rapier, Gary's Stiletto, Hands of God, Hiltless, Isterelli, Crispblade, Large Brushwood Shield, Large Sword of Moonlight, Magic Sword Makoto, Penetrating Sword, Phosphorescent Pole, Rune Shield, Rune Sword, Tower Shield, and White Bow. If you need help finding any of these weapons in the game, check the description of this video with a full guide to every unique weapon location. The Doll Demon Soul is the soul of the Fool's Idol. It grants the holder a large number of souls, or it can be made into spells, miracles, and weapons. To obtain the Dull Demon Soul, you must defeat the Fool's Idol, the boss of Area 3-1, Prison of Hope. If you consume this soul, you will get 7,600 souls. Alternatively, you can trade this soul with Sage Freke in order to obtain the spell Soul Ray. The Dragon Demon Soul is the soul of the Dragon God. It grants the holder a large number of souls, or it can be made into spells, miracles, and weapons. To obtain the Dragon Demon Soul, you must defeat the Dragon God, the boss of Area 2-3 Underground Temple. If you consume this soul, you will get 26,400 souls. Alternatively, you can trade this soul with Sage Freke for the spell Fireball, with Yuria the Witch for the spell Firestorm, or with Saint Urbain for the miracle God's Wrath. The Eroded Demon Soul is the soul of the Dirty Colossus. It grants the holder a large number of souls, or it can be made into spells, miracles, and weapons. To obtain the Eroded Demon Soul, you must defeat the Dirty Colossus, the boss of Area 5-2, Swamp of Sorrow. If you consume this soul, you will get 40,000 souls. Alternatively, you can trade this soul with Sage Freke for the spell Acid Surge. The False King Demon Soul is the soul of the False King. It grants the holder a large amount of souls, or it can be made into spells, miracles, and weapons. To obtain the False King Demon Soul, you must defeat Old King Allant, the boss of Area 1-4, the King's Tower. If you consume this soul, you will get 60,000 souls. Alternatively, you can trade this soul with Blacksmith Ed alongside Demon Brand and Soul Brand in order to create the Northern Regalia. The Golden Demon Soul is the soul of the Old Monk. It grants the holder a large amount of souls, or it can be made into spells, miracles, and weapons. To obtain the Golden Demon Soul, you must defeat the Old Monk, the boss of Area 3-3, the Ivory Tower. If you consume this soul, you will get 26,400 souls. Alternatively, you can trade this soul with Sage Freke for the spell Homing Soul Arrow, with Yuria the Witch for the spell Soul Thirst, or with Saint Urbain for the miracle Banish. Additionally, you can give this soul to Blacksmith Ed alongside the wooden or silver catalyst in order to create the Insanity Catalyst. The Grey Demon Soul is the soul of the Vanguard. It grants the holder a large amount of souls, or it can be made into spells, miracles, and weapons. To obtain the Grey Demon Soul, you must defeat the Vanguard, the boss of the tutorial area that can also be found in Area 4-1, the Isle's Edge. If you consume this soul, you will get 1,500 souls. Alternatively, you can give this soul to Blacksmith Ed along any axe type +6 weapon in order to create the Dozer Axe. The Hard Demon Soul is the soul of the Armor Spider. It grants the holder a large amount of souls, or it can be made into spells, miracles, and weapons. To obtain the Hard Demon Soul, you must defeat the Armor Spider, the boss of Area 2-1 Smithing Grounds. If you consume this soul, you will get 3,200 souls. Alternatively, you can trade this soul with Sage Freke for the spell Fire Spray, with Yuria the Witch for the spell Ignite, or you can give it to Blacksmith Ed alongside a bow type +7 weapon in order to create the Lava Bow. The Hero Demon Soul is the soul of the Old Hero. It grants the holder a large amount of souls, or it can be made into spells, miracles, and weapons. To obtain the Hero Demon Soul, you must defeat the Old Hero, the boss of Area 4-2 Ritual Path. If you consume this soul, you will get 36,000 souls. Alternatively, you can trade this soul with Saint Urbain for the miracle Second Chance, Or you can give it to Blacksmith Ed alongside a curved type or sharp type +8 weapon in order to create the large Sword of Searching. The Iron Demon Soul is the soul of the Tower Knight. It grants the holder a large amount of souls, or it can be made into spells, miracles, and weapons. To obtain the Iron Demon Soul, you must defeat the Tower Knight, the boss of Area 1-2, the Lord's Path. If you consume this soul, you will get 4,400 souls. Alternatively, you can trade this soul with Sage Freke for the spell Warding. The large scaled flame demon soul is the soul of the blue flying dragon. It grants the holder a large amount of souls. To obtain the large scaled flame demon soul, you must defeat the blue dragon found in area 1-4, the King's Tower. If you consume this soul, you will get 30,000 souls. It is the only use for this soul. The lead demon soul is the soul of the Phalanx. It grants the holder a large amount of souls. Alternatively, it can be made into spells, miracles, and weapons. To obtain the lead demon soul, you must defeat the Phalanx, the boss of Area 1-1, the Gates of Volataria. If you consume this soul, you will get 1,520 souls. Alternatively, you can give it to Blacksmith Ed alongside a spear type +7 weapon in order to create the Scraping Spear. The Maiden in Black demon soul is the soul of the Maiden in Black, found in the Nexus. It grants the holder a large number of souls when used. Alternatively, it can be made into spells, miracles, or weapons. To obtain the Maiden in Black demon soul, you must reach the end of the game, below the Nexus, and activate the good ending by allowing the Maiden in Black to lull the Old One back to sleep. If you consume this soul, you will get 60,000 souls. Alternatively, you can trade this soul with Yuria, the Witch, for the spell Soul Sucker. The Mixed Demon Soul is the soul of the Maneaters. You can consume it to gain a large number of souls. Certain souls can also transmute into magic, miracles, or weapons. To obtain the Mixed Demon Soul, you must defeat the Maneaters, the boss of Area 3-2, Upper Latria. If you wish to consume this soul, you will get 19,600 souls. Alternatively, you can give it to Blacksmith Ed alongside a dagger type or thrust type +7 weapon in order to create the Needle of Eternal Agony. The Pureblood demon soul is the soul of Maiden Astraea. It grants the holder a large amount of souls. Alternatively, it can be made into spells, miracles, or weapons. To obtain the Pureblood demon soul, you must defeat Maiden Astraea, the boss of Area 5-3, Rotting Haven. If you consume this soul, you will get 48,000 souls. Alternatively, you can trade this soul with Sage Freke for the spell Death Cloud, with Yuria the Witch for the spell Relief, or with Saint Urbain for the miracle Resurrection. Additionally, you can give it to Blacksmith Ed alongside the Broken Sword in order to create the Blue Blood Sword. The Searing demon soul is the soul of the Flamelurker. It grants the holder a large number of souls. Alternatively, it can be made into spells, miracles, or weapons. To obtain the Searing demon soul, you must defeat the Flamelurker, the boss of Area 2-2, Tunnel City. If you consume this soul, you will get 18,000 souls. Alternatively, you can give this soul to Blacksmith Ed in order to unlock Advanced Forging, and he will help you create boss weapons, as well as upgrade all unique weapons. The Silver Demon Soul is the soul of the Penetrator. It grants the holder a large amount of souls. Alternatively, it can be made into spells, miracles, or weapons. To obtain the Silver Demon Soul, you must defeat the Penetrator, the boss of Area 1-3 Inner Ward. If you consume this soul, you will get 36,000 souls. Alternatively, you can trade this soul with Sage Freke for the spell Light Weapon, or with Yuria the Witch for the spell Cursed Weapon. The small scaled flame demon soul is the soul of the Crimson Drake demon. Consume it to gain a large number of souls. Certain demon souls can transmute into magic, miracles, or weapons. To obtain the small scaled flame demon soul, you must defeat the red dragon that is found in Area 1-2, the Lord's Path. If you consume this soul, you will get 10,000 souls. It is the only use for this soul. The soul of the Old One is the soul belonging to the Old One. It radiates tremendous power and grants the holder a large number of souls when used. To obtain the soul of the Old One, you must reach the end of the game, below the Nexus, and kill the Maiden in Black before she puts the Old One back to sleep. If you consume this soul, you will get 200,000 souls. It is the only use for this soul. The Storm Demon Soul is the soul of the Storm King. It grants the holder a large amount of souls when used. Alternatively, it can be made into spells, miracles, or weapons. To obtain the Storm Demon Soul, you must defeat the Storm King, the boss of Area 4-3, Altar of Storms. If you consume this soul, you will get 48,000 souls. Alternatively, you can trade this soul with Saint Urbain for the miracle Anti-Magic Field. Additionally, you can give it to Blacksmith Ed alongside a straight sword type or great sword type +8 weapon in order to create the Morion Blade. The Swollen Demon Soul is the soul of the Adjudicator. It grants the holder a large number of souls when used. Alternatively, it can be made into spells, miracles, or weapons. To obtain the Swollen Demon Soul, you must defeat the Adjudicator, the boss of Area 4-1, Isle's Edge. If you consume this soul, you will get 13,200 souls. Alternatively, you can trade this soul with Saint Urbain for the miracle Regeneration. Additionally, you can give it to Blacksmith Ed alongside the Club, Great Club, or a hammer type +6 weapon in order to create the Meat Cleaver. The Writhing Demon Soul is the soul of the Leechmonger. It grants the holder a large number of souls when used. Alternatively, it can be made into spells, miracles, or weapons. To obtain the Writhing Demon Soul, you must defeat the Leechmonger, the boss of Area 5-1, Depraved Chasm. If you consume this soul, you will get 6,400 souls. Alternatively, you can trade this soul with Sage Freke for the spell Poison Cloud, or with Saint Urbain for the miracle Cure. After going through each and every soul in the game, the truth is that it can get a bit confusing. Some souls are used for multiple things, and it will be a big issue to miss out on an item or a spell in your playthrough because a soul was used on the wrong thing. This is something that has happened to me, and it really does give you the feeling of a ruined build. Fortunately, all of this can be avoided with some planning. In order for you, the viewer, to be able to plan accordingly, I have summarized every option that exists with each soul. Please take a look at this chart. You will see every soul categorized, how many souls they give, which spells, miracles, or weapons they create, and if they serve any special purpose. This way, you can cross-reference which soul is needed for the weapon or spell that you want, and make sure that you use it correctly. With this information, there should be no confusion, and you should be able to plan your build knowing which souls you can consume and which souls you should save. This will optimize your playthrough so you can get maximum efficiency out of it. That said, there are a few conclusions that are generally very useful for every single playthrough. This information is good to know at all times. First, there are 3 souls that you should always consume because they serve no other purpose. The souls that you get from the blue and red dragon in Archstone 1, as well as the soul of the old one, should always be consumed. They do not have any special purpose. They are basically free souls. Second, the Colorless Demon Souls and the Searing Demon Soul are key elements for the unique weapons of the game. They are both needed to unlock advanced forging with Blacksmith Ed and to upgrade all unique weapons. Never consume these, as their special functions are much more valuable than the souls that they would give you. And remember, if you need to know the location of any of the unique or boss weapons in the game, you will find a link in the description for a guide to each one. Do not hesitate to check it out. Finally, please take a look at the Golden Demon Soul and the Pureblood Demon Soul. These two have the highest amount of uses, with a total of 4 different applications each. Both of these souls are needed for 2 spells, 1 miracle and 1 weapon. If you want all of these in a single character, you would have to go through a total of 4 playthroughs up to New Game Plus 3. Obviously, you should prioritize the spell, miracle, or weapon that would best benefit your build and get those first. That said, if you're going for the Platinum Trophy, please understand that the weapons are not needed for it, just the spells and miracles. If you're trophy hunting, get the spells and miracles first, and the weapons last. This way, you would only need to go to New Game Plus 2 in order to get the Platinum Trophy, and that makes a big difference. The safest way to deal with Demon Souls is to not consume any of the souls that you get after beating each boss. That way, you will always have them ready for when you need them, especially if you're going through your first playthrough. Now, if you're optimizing a build and planning out a playthrough, you need to understand which souls you need and which ones you can consume. The extra souls you get from these will speed up your build considerably. As always, in this game, the more you know, the easier it becomes, and you should have all of the information you need to make the right choices. Thank you very much for your time, and I hope I get to see you on the next one.